What I'm about to share with you is going to be very vulnerable, and I'm not exactly sure what's calling me to share it, but I feel like I absolutely need to, and something's telling me to do it. So, this is a part of my story that I haven't yet opened up about and that I really want to. Because like I said, something's calling me to do it. So, as most of you know, and I'm doing this in my bed for a reason, you'll understand why soon. But, anyways, as most of you know, I had serious depression and anxiety. I actually had anxiety from my depression. So, if you can imagine, I was fearful of myself to a point where it was causing me a lot of pain and just like anxiety. So, um, I was super depressed and I was completely suicidal. And there were so many nights where I just wanted to cut everything off. My life was great. I had everything you could want. Supportive parents, family, loving, caring, good friendships, on the right track. I knew what I wanted out of life. Keep in mind, this was 5 years ago. 5 years ago, I think. Yeah. I don't have the exact date, which is good. I just know that I believe it was in October. Anyways, so I was super depressed, like I said, and I just wanted to cut everything off. And I'm ready and willing, and I'm open tonight to share this exactly with you. So I remember that night differently, or actually not differently, but exactly, because I was just laying in bed just as I am right now. I had my hair probably the same way. I don't really care for my hair much anyways, as it is. It's not like a sign. It's just something that I just never really care. It's usually in a ponytail. I don't wear makeup ever. It bothers me to death. I rarely wear a bra or underwear because I don't care. And so I was in my pajamas and I was just like, okay, like, I'm really unhappy and I didn't know why, and I'm tired of feeling this way, and I'm scared of myself, and I don't know what I'm doing anymore, and this is kind of emotional for me to share. I didn't expect to get emotional. And I think it's because I'm putting myself back into it, but, and I just don't want to be here anymore. I don't have this desire to live, and I actually was justifying that death was like life was insignificant and death made more sense to me. Like I was called to that, and I was like, oh, like I was in, like that was something that I actually wanted. Like I saw more value in that than in actually living. So I was just laying in bed just as I am now, and I remember I was like, I really need a shower. Like I just need a shower. And I was like, that right? So I could get up. Not that fast, I don't think. And I walk over here, and I remember feeling really weak. I just felt super weak, and like what I was doing was okay. And I remember I stepped into my shower, which I'm gonna do. I don't know, might as well just do it because I'm here. And I was standing here, right? And I had my water running, and I was just letting it just pour like all over me. And I just kind of like started bawling. And I was just like so done with everything and like life. I was just not happy. I mean, I was happy, but I wasn't happy with the fact that I had all these thoughts and these freaking demons and these things that I had, what I thought I didn't have control over, and what it was like taking over my life. And like I felt like I wasn't in control of myself, and I was like, I'm done. Life is insignificant at this point. And the water was running, and I remember I just kind of put my foot right there, and I just like plugged the water, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna like end it. And I remember standing underneath the faucet, and I was like, there's a few ways I can do this. and I took water, like, and I've never shared this because I've always been afraid that people are gonna be like, that is stupid way. It's like, okay, well, that's ridiculous. So I remember I filled my hands with water, and I just kind of like a few times, I just kind of like watched the water just run through them, and I was thinking about how this could be the last thing that I was gonna see. And so, anyways, I remembered I was like, I could just, you know, quickly take a breath underwater. I've plugged the drain. It's simple now, it's a simple solution. And so I tried. And I remember gasping for air. And I remember the way it felt to be choking on a decision. And literally, like, I was choking on water, but that was my decision. And I remember my lungs were feeling like, right? And then something hit me in the back of my mind that this isn't right. This isn't your time, and what the hell are you doing? Like, you are so much more than this. You would never, ever want yourself to do this from the outside looking in. This makes you you. This is part of what makes you you. Now let's go. Let's stop. So I did. And then I came out, and I just looked at myself in the mirror, and I just kind of looked at my eyes, and I just breathed, and I was like, what just happened? What have I done? And then I was like, I'm glad that that didn't happen. I'm glad that it wasn't that easy. I'm glad that it didn't happen in an instant like I expected it to. And then I got my shit together, I got dressed, and I walked out here, and I just remember like staring at my door. And I was like, I need help. I need to ask for help. And I walked into, might as well go. I'm just gonna take you guys. So I did this, right? Walked in here. Bum, bum, bum. The lights were on. And I remember I came over here, and I called in my parents, and I sat them down right there. And I sat here. And I leaned over. And I was embarrassed. And I was confused, and I told them what I did, and I didn't hear what I thought I was gonna hear, and I didn't get the help that I thought I needed, alright? Like, they cared for me, obviously. And I got up and I just said, okay, so that's done. And I came back into my room, and I just kind of plopped right back on my bed, and I said, what's next?